Hi, Abraham. Thanks for choosing my message. I have a question about maybe trying too hard. I'm doing my focus wheels, my escape process, my meditation daily, and I want to know where's the fine line between doing too much and not enough. I don't want to do focus wheels like crazy all day long and try too hard, but I just want to do the right amount. How can I find the right amount of processes so everything's going well? And on top of that, I don't want to keep taking score. I just want to let it come. In this case right now, I mostly talk about financial issues. I don't want to check my bank account. I want to let the money come. I want to do the processes, and I want to know that what I do is enough. Can I feel my way there, or what would be your suggestion? Thanks a lot.
The longer you spoke, the more in alignment you became, and the more your words were answering your own question. It started to click into place when you said, I don't want to take score too soon. And then the words that we plan to offer you were, and yet we want you to pay attention to the way you feel. That is a sort of taking score, isn't it? And then you came to that awareness on your own. If you are paying attention to the way you feel and you care about feeling good, that's that fine line that you're looking for. Deliberate creation is delicious for this reason. Calibrating is measuring one vibration against another. Like if you're tuning your guitar and you make a sound with it. And then you have the sound that you're actually reaching for, that you're offering. And then you're twisting the key to tighten or loosen the string in order to match or calibrate to the sound that you have defined as the perfect pitch that you're reaching for. Calibrating is always something in relationship to something. And so what you're wanting to calibrate to is to the frequency of your inner being, which is recognizable to you in two ways. We've been saying this to you for a while. It's where you jumped in on this. You can tell how you're doing in relationship with your desires in one of two ways. You can either tell post-manifestational by how it turns out, and pre-manifestational by how it feels. So when you say, I don't want to keep taking score, well, that's post-manifestational. And we don't want you to keep score either, especially if the money isn't there yet, or the whatever it is that you are wanting isn't there yet. But we do want you to have an awareness of how you're feeling, because that's the way you are able to calibrate yourself little by little by little by little, by releasing those thoughts, put the thoughts in the inactive box that don't feel so good, give them less attention, while you give the thoughts that feel better more attention. It's a gradual process, but we promise you an understanding of how it works, which we know you've received, even if it's only from this conversation that we've had here in this broadcast. An understanding of how it works, and then a focused, more steady activation of what feels good, and a willing to not focus so much on the things that don't feel good. You see, if you were saying to us, I don't want to keep score, we would say to you, well, that's not a hard and fast rule that we would follow, because often there are things that you want to keep score about. Isn't this a beautiful day? And I'm so appreciating this magnificent building that I'm sitting in. And wasn't it fun picking all of the pieces and bringing them to this building? It would be nice if you could all be here in this magnificent building. Maybe at some point we'll get Mark to take the camera around and show you more than just the one screen behind Esther. This is a magnificent building, so much to take score about. It's a taking score of deliberate creation, deliberate intent. And so it's all right to take score if when you do, it's satisfying. It's just not such a good idea to take score if it isn't, because whatever conclusion you're coming to, no matter how brief or long it is a trend that, if encouraged long enough, will pick the direction of how something's going. People trend toward poverty and they trend toward prosperity. People trend toward wellness and they trend toward illness. And a lot of people trend back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and then they never see any real results from their focus because their focus isn't pure enough. It's not decided enough. It's not calibrated enough. It's not deliberately measured or felt for enough, you see. But when you get how this works, you never again have to go long living the absence of something that you want. You never have to go long living the absence of something that you want, because you have the ability to focus whatever it is that you desire into absolute, full, flesh, blood, and bone, full-blown, see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, manifestation. You did not come to sacrifice. You did not come to live lives of deprivation. And you did not come to make up stories about that being all right because you couldn't figure out how to get around it. You are a thriver who intended to thrive. And if you are not thriving in all of the ways that matter to you, it's because of unconscious trending or being willing to suffer the dissatisfaction or discomfort from thoughts that have become habitual or that you have trended, that your inner being does not resonate with, that are in contradiction to your pure desires.